Yeah, I think the reason that BASF has been selected several times tonight is that, first of all, we have a very good group strategy for BASF, which we are following very consistently. So insofar, this gives us a very good foundation for messages in our communication. Certainly one of our main targets is that we not only promise, but we also need to deliver. And this is also then basically moved down into communications. We have a very, I think, ambitious program that we have to complete every year with many meetings and roadshows, but we also have a relatively large team, and we have the strong commitment of our management board that supports us. On top, we get very good support from our internal departments like accounting or controlling, which certainly also helps us to communicate such a, I would say, huge group like BASF with 70 billion in sales, and we have 14 divisions, and each division is as large as 2 to 3 billion euros in sales. So insofar, it's quite a task, but on the other hand, our focus is really on making the story of BASF well understood by the financial community, and helping the financial community wherever they need to. Certainly also that we show them proof. Just last week we took them to China for a 3-day investor day to basically give them first insight into how the operations at BASF work in China. The European economic climate has certainly brought some volatility in the financial markets, and investors have become, I think, more interested in speaking with companies to get more regular updates about the development and the performance of the companies. In general, we have really not made any significant changes this year, driven by the European markets. But rather we have sort of tried to keep our communication very consistent. What we have done this year is we have a year earlier than necessary basically changed our accounting according to the new IFRS standards. That has been rather difficult, and here we have made a special event for our investors. We made a large telephone conference with our CFO basically to present the new numbers in their new shape. Yeah, there are things changing in the coming year at BASF. Basically, I think one of the key success factors, but also one of the key challenges is that I am hiring most of the investor relations managers out of the company. This means they have been active in other areas of the company and then basically have a 4-year tenure period at BASF Investor Relations. I have now a relatively new group of investor relations managers. They just joined in March and April, and my most senior are now moving on in other operations in BASF. So here is my task, that I bring them up to speed fairly quickly so that they basically can support me as well as my senior group has so far. And certainly the other thing is that we will continue to increase now with the management team our presence at conferences. This is one task that I definitely have written in my notebook.